Welcome back, guys, to the Altrincham Road to Glory save. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're having a good time. So, guys, we have an interesting matchup coming up in Derby County playoffs finals, championship playoffs finals. Man, kudos to the club, kudos to the players because 30% of them are players that I was with in League One. 70% of them are players that I was with, you know, last season. And for us to achieve promotion, it'll be wonderful because this is our first season in the championship. And if we are able to win this game against Derby County and actually achieve promotion to the Premier League, it would be a wonderful thing. Okay? So I don't know how it's going to go from here, but I hope it actually goes all smoothly, you know? It's a match. It's Derby County. We can try to get a result against Derby County. Come on, come on, come on, you Robins. It's the Robins against Derby County. I don't know the nickname for Derby County, but hey, let's get it. Mm, 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 mm. You know what? Let me turn off the highlights. I'm just going to do commentary only to make this game faster, so that we move a little faster. I don't want to keep you guys. in the fourth minute, Kingston has scored. I'm saying Kingston because I cannot pronounce this name right. Macaulay, is it Macaulay? You know, Kingston has scored in the fourth minute, and it's looking bright for us. Although we're not really holding possession that much. Derby County are the one with and the crackback in the 36th minute. Oh shit! Sorry about that. 2-1 now. I wouldn't mind the loss, you guys. I wouldn't mind the loss, you guys, because the squad that I have is the League One squad. For those of you that have seen my previous video, you've seen that this squad that I have right now is the same squad that I had in League One. So, us being defeated by Derby County today will actually be a good thing for the club because playoffs finals will give us a little more reputation, which means better players can join in next season. And if we have better players next season, we might even, push for automatic promotion and try to stay in the Premier League. Right now, at the current moment, we have no capacity at all. We do not have enough players on the bench to survive the Premier League. Our current squad is struggling in the championship. I mean, we are in the playoffs finals, but I know it's struggling in the championship. So we cannot handle the Premier League. We do not have the financial capacity to sign enough players to handle the Premier League. So if we go up today, I guarantee you guys, and if we stay up in the Premier League, it will just be by sheer luck. Otherwise, I'm telling you this. We do not have the capacity to handle the intensity of the Premier League. So it will be actually a God-given thing if we lost, because that will keep my profile clean. I will not have any relegation history. I can guarantee you, if I stay in the championship an extra season, I'll build a good enough squad for the Premier League to survive in the Premier League. But this current squad, nah, I can't do anything. Even if I was bringing 3 more players, I can't do anything. So Derby County here in Brewster are leading, and it's the second half of extra time. So, in as much as I'm excited about the defeat, I'm not really excited. I would have been excited about the win. So I am defeated right now. I would have been excited because of the win, but realistically speaking, this would have been just another. This would have been a relegation type thing. Okay. So Derby County has created enmity between us, just like Burnt. Let me even check on them after this match. I promise you guys that club is not leaving League Two, and we're going to check on them after this match. So we lose 3-2. I don't care. I do not care. We didn't have the capacity at all to survive in the Premier League. Derby County, good luck. You've created enmity between you and us. We're going to meet you. It's either in the cup or right there in the Premier League if you somehow survive. So this is the squad. So for those of you that have seen my previous video, you will see that this is practically the same squad that I had in League One. Okay, so let me talk about tactics first. You've seen me sticking to this tactic. This tactic has been able to help me achieve things that I wouldn't have achieved with this squad. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What do you check the player ratings and stuff? There's a page here that shows you, I don't know where, the dynamics. Okay, we have very good dynamics in the squad. That's what's working for us, and the tactics as well. The players know each other through and through. Look at the relationship there. 17. We have 17 good relationship strings, and they are all between defense and midfield. Strikers, what are you doing, man? You're full of yourselves. So this is actually the squad right now. So I have a question. My goalkeeper, Upton. Is this goalkeeper good enough for the championship? Is he good enough for the championship? Because I've already agreed contract terms with a different player, with a different player in transfer history. We've already agreed contract terms with a different player here, with a different goalkeeper. Where is he? Somewhere right here. It's supposed to be somewhere right here. Is it? No. Supposed to be, yeah, PSG. This guy. So is Glaze better than Upton? Is Glaze better than Upton? Because I want to make sure that if I kick Upton out of the first team squad, and I won't even keep him. If I'm not going to be playing him first team football next season, I will not keep him. I'll sell him to a club that will play him regularly, because I don't want him staying on the bench. He's helped me too much for me to watch him rot on the bench. So this is our whole next season. We've made 15 million in profits this season, and we'll see how much we'll make next season. But this is our whole season right now. We're doing great. We are just lacking in defense, man. We're lacking in defense. We are lacking in defense. In terms of goals, we have goals. In terms of we have goals. In terms of midfield, we have midfield. We have a creator in Freezer. So the problem that we have is the defenders. And defenders this year are quite expensive. If you're looking for specific defenders that fit this kind of play, quite expensive to find. In Football Manager Mobile26, I used to go for this guy. Daniel Ballard. I don't know. Daniel. Daniel. Daniel Bollard. He's Welsh. He's a Welsh defender. I used to go for this guy. He's not even on here. I used to go for the Welsh defender in Daniel Bollard. He's the only guy who's actually affordable and has good and has good technique for high press like that. Where is the man? Has he retired? Is he Irish? My miss. Maybe he's Northern Irish. Ireland. Yeah. This guy. This guy was my go-to from FM 22 to FM 24. This guy was my go-to whenever I get to the championship or the Premier League. This guy was my go-to player because he has everything. Look at this. He has everything built for a defender in terms of high press. But then in this year's game, by the time you get to the championship, the guy is already 30 something. I could probably try bringing him into the club for the sake of his experience. Of course, you know what? I'm going to make an offer. Just for the sake of his experience, he could add a lot more quality to our defense. Just for that sake, I am going to bring him in. I don't know. Oh, the price on him, man. 11 million. Am I willing to pay that much? Of course I'm willing to pay that much, but his wage demands will be quite, will be quite a lot, I'm pretty sure. Let me try, let me show you. Let me try to buy this guy right here. And why should we do 10%, guys? Come on. This is going to be, I'll update you on the next video if I sign Dan Bollard here. Otherwise, we have a very, very tough championship season ahead of us next season, because we've had sporadic kind of performances. Look at this. We've had a sporadic kind of performance in the championship, and it's all because our players aren't up to the task, but they've proven that they are capable of it. So if I add up, in key areas in the defense, and if I could just get 2 defenders for cheap, man, 2 good defenders. I already have good defenders. The problem is that I already have good defenders. It's just that if you're going to be replacing somebody like this one, you better replace him with somebody who's significantly better, because you cannot replace him with somebody who's just 2 stats above him. You have to make sure that the player you are replacing him with is significantly better. Look at these guys. They can manage playing this football, but it's just that they're being beaten right now because they're facing technically blessed forwards now. So they're struggling. You saw that they had fun in League 1, League 2. This very duo here is from League 2. Imagine that. They've grown in the club. Upton 2 from League 2. Sutherland. Is it Sutherland, this guy? Sutherland? I wouldn't be surprised if he's Danish as well. I don't know, it sounds Danish. So, join me on my next video as I try to persuade these players to do a little bit more than they did this season. Tutland believes in my approach. I am a crazy manager, my friend. So guys, have a good time, and thank you so much for watching my video. I have not uncovered so much in this video because I was distracted, and please, for those of you, please forgive me on the way that I conduct myself in these videos. These are my first bunch of videos. I don't know anything about streaming, and you can see that I'm streaming on low quality equipment. So I'm just trying this thing out, and I am thankful that you guys even take your time to watch me right now. So thank you very much, and I'll try to improve. And anything that I can do right now, I will do it if I could. I don't even know whether that makes sense. Anyways, peace out. Peace out. Y'all have a good day. Thank you very much for your support.